about yoga for adults with cerebral palsy, and our Yoga for the Special Child director and founder is going to be talking to us about that, Sonia Sumar. There was one of the participants who requested me to put the closed captions, and a lot of the people who are going to be talking here has an accent, like myself. And sometimes the captions are a little bit funky. So like I just found out that Sivakami, now it's Shiva me, but before was something else. So it's going to be a few words that's going to be weird, but you're going to see that there's an option for you to see the captions if that helps you, as English is not your first language. Otherwise, it may possibly just be distractive. All right, so without any further ado, I would like to let you guys with Sonia Sumar.
Okay. So everybody's listening, okay? Everyone is seeing me, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So in Yoga for the Special Child, we work with people of all ages and abilities. Yoga for the Special Child, in fact, was the first early intervention that came out 50 years ago after the birth of my daughter, almost 50, she would be 50 on February 26th. So it's almost 50 years. Cerebral palsy is like most of you already know that, and it is defined as a physical disability, which I prefer to say a physical condition. So it's a physical condition caused by brain injury, and it can happen during pregnancy, during birth, or shortly after birth. No adult get cerebral palsy. It happens in pregnancy or in birth or short after. So it's not contagious. It's not contagious like when my daughter was born, people would think that that should be contagious, you know. So, but cerebral palsy, it affects the movements. All the time I put people inside here, but now I am forgetting it. I am just leave it. Okay. So it affects movements, affects coordination, muscle tone, and reflexes, affects balance as well. So posture as well. Because Renata suggested me to talk about CP, which is the abbreviation of cerebral palsy, I am giving this kind of explanation because there are many, many people here that don't know. They are not therapists, so they don't know. But I went to, search. I went to search if there was something new about cerebral palsy. And then I was impressed because it is the most, I have the numbers here in front of me so that I don't forget it. It is the most common lifelong physical condition in this world. And it's kind of 1 in 323 babes are diagnosed with CP. when they are born. 323 babies in this country here, in the United States, are diagnosed with CP when they are born. So it means every hour, a baby is born with CP in the United States, every hour. And then you have 40% are born prematurely, but 60% at term. 60% at term. Huh? So approximately 18 million people of all ages have CP around the world. Think about that. Just here in the United States, 1 million people have CP. Things had changed a little bit because all these therapies that came out, early intervention is definitely the key because of neuroplasticity has showed. So neuroplasticity has changed a lot the life of these kids with CP, because it was discovered, for those that doesn't know, that plasticity is the ability to rewire itself and reassign affects functions to undamaged areas of the brain. So this is huge. This is huge in the history of cerebral palsy. So because they discovered the brain has plasticity, they could, change. They could help those children with cerebral palsy much, much better, much, much more. So, and besides all this early intervention that we have nowadays, which stimulates, which helps the brain areas to improve. So for those that don't know, there are 4 types of CP. A spastic one, which is characterized by stiff moves. It all depends on the area of the brain that the person has the injury. This one, for example, it's the damage is in the motor cortex. So this is spastic CP. And then you have this disconnect CP. Have you seen these people that they don't control the movements? I have worked with many, many, many children like that. Uncontrolled movements. Then you have the ataxic, that is a poor balance and poor coordination as well. And that one is the cerebellum that is damaged. And then we have that a mixed one. What does that mean? This is a combo. Is a combo of 2 or more types. A combo of 2 or more types. That is mixed CP. CP can be worsened if you left without any treatment. And because it didn't have early intervention in the past, I have met many old people with CP with the kind of challenges that nowadays we don't see. We don't see. I worked with a group of people with CP. You will see the video, and they don't walk. This is one of the conditions, one of the challenge that people have to, deal with. So none of them, or most of them, I think there were a couple of them that could walk, yes. But most of them, they didn't walk. They live in a wheelchair. And remember, this is condition for life. This is same for life. So nowadays we have many assistive devices like walkers, like crutches, and so they can be more active, more independent. And I am not mentioning even the wheelchairs that are, getting more and more and more advanced. The wheelchairs, they can talk, they can do most of things. Especially here in the United States, we have very, very advanced wheelchairs. So here is also something that I got. How does CP affect people? So 75% experience pain. So remember, when you are working with a person with CP that is not verbal, they can feel pain. And that is something that yoga is amazing for them. There are many reasons I'm going to talk about, but this is one of the reasons, because this yoga style is very gentle, very, very gentle. And you go gradually until you improve that movement that you are working on. You don't push, you don't force. So many of people that I have worked with CP and told me they were always in constant pain, they were so surprised that during the yoga class and after the yoga class, they would not feel any pain. That was the opposite. They would feel relief, the pain. And they would come back for yoga as a way to, to them to overcome pain in life. So this is something amazing about yoga. 32% of these people cannot walk. 32%. 30% as well have hip displacement. Another thing to be paying attention. I have worked with lots of adults and kids with hip displacement. And that's why during our programs, I call your attention a lot about hip displacement. Don't do sudden movements. In yoga for the special child, there is no momentum. Everything is slow, everything is gradual. And when the child begins doing a movement, it's because the child learned it, not because you pushed it. It's because the child has developed awareness of that area of the body. And just imagine it, how magnificent work on the brain it represents. If you remember about plasticity, imagine how amazing this is. And this is very true, because I remember when my daughter was, when she was born, kind of months later, the doctor told me, she's improving. I was doing yoga with her. She is improving. And I believe that she has only Down syndrome. Then I asked him, what do you mean she has only Down syndrome? And he was like, oh, I thought that she could have a brain damage as well because of lack of oxygenation during the labor. So who knows if she didn't? Because I began stimulating, and that is why I told you that early intervention is the key for those kids. And then I was stimulating her from the very beginning of her life. So perhaps something changed there in her brain. Not perhaps, I am sure. So another thing here. So remember that yoga for the special child, there is no momentum. Everything is done gently, but effectively. 25% of these kids cannot talk. That is another point. They cannot talk. It doesn't mean that they have any problem with their brains. They are not intellectually impaired. It doesn't mean that. Okay, it doesn't mean that. In fact, I am always calling the attention of my students that I know many people with CP that are genius. They are really smart, very wise people. So don't underestimate them. If they cannot talk, it doesn't mean they are retarded. I don't like this word. That's why I was looking for another one. I don't like this word as well. 20%, another thing here that I know you have worked with the children, like 20% of kids with a CP are tube fed. And many people ask me about this. Can they do positions, laying down their stomach or this and that? Can they do rotation? Yes, they can. They can. You know why? Because that feeding tube becomes like a part of their bodies. They even play with them. I am always mentioning in my classes. They even play with that. So just make sure they are well accommodated, and no problem about that. 50, I found out that 50%, yes, are intellectual impaired. And we know that. I have worked with many like. 25% has epilepsy. And I have worked with many kids with epilepsy, kids with CP, epilepsy or other kind of seizures. 25% has behavior disorder. I have got that as well. I didn't know that was, I thought it was less than 25%. That surprised me because I haven't gotten so many with behavior disorder, a few. So I thought it would be a kind of 10%, more or less 15%, but 25% has behavior disorder. And 10% has impaired vision. And about the vision, searching also about what's the name of when you take some spinal part to use it. It has been used a lot. Come on, I forgot the word. It has been used in cancer in what's the name of this treatment? I will tell you right now. One moment.
Sherry LeBlanc just wrote stem cells. Could it be that?
Is what?
Stem cells?
It's stem cells, yes. Yes, stem cells, that's right. So it has improved a lot. That's something I didn't know about impaired vision. The treatment with the stem cells has improved the condition in some people with cerebral palsy. That was completely new for me. 7% of children with CP, they have also autism. This I am kind of, I don't know. I don't know, because autism nowadays are putting as a combo with the children with Down syndrome and other stuff. And I see a big difference in between a child that behaves, that has autism, and a child that has Down syndrome. They sometimes can, children with Down syndrome can sometimes also disconnect a little bit. But with CP, yeah, they can disconnect a little bit, but that's the name that they give, autism. So they are diagnosed with CP. Oh, yeah, Cheryl Bright is reminding me something that I have heard. It is a way to get more treatments in United States. Oh, in other countries too, Cheryl. In other countries as well, Cheryl. So I think that all the news that I had got in my search, I have passed it to you. And the only thing that is good to remind you is about effects in that CP affects all areas of the body. Sometimes people ask me, what areas of the body CP can affect? Affect all the areas of the body, even the face. Yes, the face can be affected and hard affected. So when you have both sides of the body affected, it calls diplegia. I'm sorry about the accent. Diplegia or diplegia, I don't know how to say that. It's D-I-P-L-E-G-Y. No, and I-A, diplegia. I think it's diplegia. And then legs, paraplegia. Yeah, you know what I say, that's diplegia because both legs are paraplegia. So I remember that. So diplegia, paraplegia. And then you have one side, remember we talk a lot in the part 1, when just one side is hemiplegia. And all arms and legs, quadriplegia. But it can affect just one, let's say one limb, and can affect just one arm. I have worked with the children with CP that just have each in one arm or one leg, and the whole body functions absolutely fine, but it has that kind of weaknesses in one of the arms. I have seen it a lot. So, and now let's talk about how yoga can help the population with CP. First thing first, the main part worked in a yoga class is the spine. We move the spine in all each directions, and the spine, the spinal cord is moved as well, and spinal cord is part of the central nervous system, which is depend on how affected it is, the worse the CP will be, right? So central nervous system is the main damage areas of the brain. Brain is part of the central nervous system as well. So parts of the brain, depending on how much affect the brain is, the more bad the CP will be. So yoga is gonna work. That's the main part of the body that yoga works on, the spine, and bringing more the cerebral fluid to nurse the spinal cord and the brain. So it's fantastic. Another thing that is very beneficial, very, very beneficial. Most of these kids with CP, they don't breathe correctly. They have lots of difficulties to breathe, and not breathing correctly makes things much, much worse for them. So yoga works on breathing, teaching them how to breathe, That's the first thing. Before you teach any yoga breathing exercise, you are going to teach that child to breathe correctly. So with CP, you are going to get people, mouth breathers. So we train how to work. What's the technique to work with the mouth breathers? So we try to accommodate things. And then you get people with a short breath, very short breath. Yoga is going to improve it as well. You have techniques to improve, to bring more oxygenation to the upper lungs, to bring more oxygenation to the whole blood system, to nurse all the cells of the body. And this also is something that's going to improve their lives. For example, living better, digestion better, elimination be better. So all these are going to improve just by working on their breath. And then you have also eye exercises. Eye exercises, which is going to really improve the conditions. And you have all the techniques, because there some of kids with CP, they don't have much control in the eyes. So you have to have the technique, work one each time to improve their vision. So this is another thing that is going to be fantastic for them. Another great thing beside asanas, because I already gave you some clues, but deep relaxation to settle their nervous system, to calm their nervous system, will also make them more attentive to things around, to sleep. The sleep condition also might improve, and again and again we go there, nervous system is going to calm down. So nervous system is going to calm down. So all these makes yoga fundamental in kids or population CP life. Are you just saying, oh, people's life, right? Everybody's life, yoga is amazing. But just imagine, I have been doing this job with kids very young, like 2, 3 months old, 1 month old, and the improvement are amazing, amazing with yoga. Yoga, by the time my daughter was born, was the only thing she did. The doctor had told me when she is 7 years old, you put her in a school for children with special needs, because right now there's nothing for you to do, nothing. You just have to let it go. So then you put her on physical therapy and there and then and then. You know what? When my child reached the age 7, when she reached the age 7, she didn't need physical therapy, didn't need any therapy any longer. She was done. So the only therapy that she used when later, very later on, was speech, because she used to, when you write or when talking, switch R and L. So speech pathology in 3 or 4 months had worked on her. So now I tell you what I would like to do. I'd like to show you a video, because in this video is gonna show you also mantras, and kids, they love mantras. Mantras also are very calming subject, and everyone likes to chant, right? And chant makes them more concentrated, more focused, more present, more present. So I'm going to show you a video, not to work with young children, but with adults. And then after the video, after you watch parts of videos, and then you can ask questions, it will be much better, because we can access exactly what you'd like to know. Renata is reminding me that you attending this conference here are people that have attended Yoga for the Special Child program. All right, but this video, I believe you haven't seen before.
No, that's no. Can I share?
Yes.
All right.
Good job, good job. Very good. Shanti. Now tell me, do I have a beautiful voice or not? If I have a beautiful voice, you can give me a hug. Do I have a beautiful voice? Very good. Om Prema. Om Prema. Om Om Shanti Om Shanti 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 Om.
Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om.
9 and 6 and 3 and now we'll go back to 12. Another deep breath in. Go, take a deep breath in. Good job. Good job. Good job. Now keep your mouth like that and breathe. Breathe. Keep on breathing. Keep your knees like this. There we go. And breathe. Move only here. Put your hand on my belly.
Okay.
And then pay attention. I'm gonna take a deep breath in. Look.
Okay.
You see? That's the way I wanna see you doing. Breathing in, your belly come out. Go. Yeah. So I want you breathing in, belly up. Go. We have to correct that breath. Out. You are doing. You are doing. I can hear. I can hear. You can hear, right? Yes. Well done. All right. Let's go. And now little by little speed it. Beautiful. You slow down, take a deep breath in through that nostril. And do you know you can talk to your body? I talk to my body all the time.
Okay.
So you can say, hello toes.
Okay.
Do you see how beautiful? Wow, you have even your toes done. Caramba, you take a good care of yourself. I like it.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. Now, come on toes, stay there. All up like this. Huh? Standing up like that. Okay, now let's see your power. Your power. I'm gonna to take my hand and you keep your foot that way. Okay? Look, that way. That way. Your power. Ah. You are doing fantastic. Now pay attention, toes. Pay attention. Stay there. Stay there. Oh! Very good job. Slowly. Yeah, now this guy here. Come. Now, let's talk knee. Come here. Align with that hip over there. Huh? And then you relax. Just relax. And now bring that foot to this side. Good job. And now, let's talk with it. This ankle here. That knee there. And that hip over there. I want to see all them aligned like this, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So can you stay here pointing upward?
Yeah.
They can?
Yeah.
Okay. Good job.
What we are gonna do now, Kaya, is to talk with those feet over there. Because look, you are all very nice. Look, your shoulders, your hips, your knees. Why are this guy going forward and that guy going this way here? Talk with them, come on. Yeah, here and there, and bring those toes on the floor. Ah, now it's much better. Take a look there. Look, you see?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Can you now here and there? Try to lift your head a little bit. Perfect. Bring your feet on the floor. There you go. Perfect. Now come back. Come back. Awareness to your right leg. And you lift it without bending knee. There we go. Only 45 degrees from the floor. Up. Go, 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 go. A little bit more, a little bit more. Very nice. Now bend your knee and bring it towards your chest. Bring it towards your chest. Can you hold your knee with both of your hands?
Yes.
Both of your
Without my
hands?
hands?
Both of your hands.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Now stay there and accommodate your neck. Didn't like your neck. Go like that. There we go. Sorry.
It's okay.
And here. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your head towards your knee. Very good. You stay there, stay there. Can you bring that leg like this? That's good. Can you hold it here? Come on, open your hand. Very good. Hold it there. And here, here, here. Hold it there. Good job. Holding there. And this foot, it goes in there. And here. Now bring your head. Bring your head a little bit like this. Ah, it feels good, right? Good job, good job. Keep your head here, 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 here. Come on, here, here, here. Here, my friend, hold it here. Put your hand right there. Stay there, hand. You stay there. All right, and this one here goes like this. And you come with your hand here, your head here. Take a deep breath in. And now rotate. There. Prema. Oh. Now I have to release my finger. Let my finger go. Open up yours. Open up yours. Open up. Yeah, come on, keep it opening.
Oh.
Yeah. Look there. Keep on opening. Oh, Shanti, Shanti. Okay. Now you open your. Because now it's relaxed. Come on. Yeah. Ooh. The other one. Now let's see if you can relax by yourself. Just relax. And your knees too. Keep those knees apart. A little more. Good job, Jeff. Good job. Excellent.
Sivakami, you're muted. You have to unmute yourself.
So it is said that through repetitions, you can promote neuroplasticity and improve the brain areas, I would say through talking to the body, listen to the body, and teaching the child how to talk with each area of the body, that it can promote neuroplasticity and can improve the brain area, improve the body awareness. So, or yet to, just hold a little bit the position. So I'm more fan of holding or talking, listening to the body, and teach the child to do the same. Listen to your hand, look, pay attention to your foot, look your foot here, look your knee, let's talk with this knee, let's talk with this hand. I believe that this is more effective in promoting neuroplasticity and change the brain areas and improve, let's say, improve the brain areas. Now, one thing that is interesting about CP, I told you that CP cannot, it's not contagious, but it goes beyond. CP is not genetic. A person with CP can have a child totally perfect. If a person that has CP is married, it doesn't mean that a person will have a child with CP. No, I know many. Even in this conference, you will see a talk with an adult that has CP, and she has been practicing yoga for many years with me. She is now married and she has a child, totally perfect, totally fine. So don't think that CP is genetic. And I know many people with a CP that is married with, which is the case of this girl I'm talking about here, Petra. They get married with someone that is typical. So that person that is typical doesn't need to be afraid of become a parent because of CP, because CP is not genetic. So this is a good news about CP. This is a good news. All right. Now I'm open for questions. How long I have, Renata? Because
theoretically, you have 1 minute.
Caramba. Well, but you have told me that most of this, everybody attending this is
they have taken courses with you. It's just if someone has any important questions, then I can open for 1 or 2 questions, but Sivakami will have to be brief with the answer so we don't delay for the next talk.
Okay. All right.
If you have a question, just raise your hand. You have that control of raising your hand, and I will open your microphone for you.
You already had to send me a message. Only now I'm seeing. My daughter, she's very efficient.
No questions, guys? You're all good? I guess that the video was very inspiring and it helped you to see a lot. And if you're going to be able to see it again, and especially pay attention on the way that she's holding the technique, and that is going to be very helpful.
So, of course, that we have the whole class of these people with CP. We haven't showed yet, though we have it a long time ago. All these kids were sent to us by Cheryl Albright, which is doing also an amazing work here in Sarasota, in institutions and schools. And now she just had opened a yoga center. And there she is. And those people that came for me to, let's say, reevaluate or work with them as a demo, have been working with Cheryl Albright. So they have been, and she has attended many yoga for the special child programs. So she's doing a great job with the kids. The thing here to complete our talk today is that one that I told you, that early intervention is the key. Those are some of students that perhaps haven't done anything when they were younger. And the tendency of CP is to worsen as the person grows up. That's why you need to be controlling it, working all the time. You cannot stop working. So physical therapy and all the therapies that we have available nowadays are, highly recommended for these kids so that they can improve their condition a little bit, or, but you see, those are very severe cases that requires lots of work. Those people, I would recommend yoga every day for a great result, every day. I don't believe that doing yoga with those people once a week is gonna do. Minimum twice a week. And for those people more severely impaired that you saw me working with, every day, every day. Okay, my people, thank you so very much. And please go and do a good job with all these people. Om Shanti Om Hari Om Tat Sat.
Shanti, thank you so much, Sivakami. And we are going to have opportunities to hear more about cerebral palsy. As Sivakami said, Petra is going to be here talking about her experience. And on Sunday, we're going to also have a panel where Cheryl LeBlanc, one of our senior practitioners and also one of Part 1 training teachers, she's going to be leading a panel, and some parents are going to come and giving their testimonials, and it will be time for questions and answers. So I invite you not to miss it. I will see you all in a little bit. As you know the trick, I have to close the meeting and open again, okay? And I'll see you in a little bit.